what does a good job mean to you? At Generation Enterprise, we think a good job is a powerful path out of poverty. That's why we build social mobility enterprises that give so-called street youth a path to build skills and take over as business leaders and owners. When we skill up youth, we can scale up small businesses and transform communities. We can prove this works. Let us show you. This is Makoko, a so-called slum community in Lagos, Nigeria. Lagos is the fastest growing mega city on the world's youngest continent. Each year, up to 20 million youth enter Africa's workforce. But the education to employment pathway is broken. Too many youth leave school with a skills gap that traps them in poverty.
In our community here, we have a lot of problems about our youth. Many of them, they don't have job.
Some of us pass out, but there is no work. Sitting around drinking, because there is no work.
Those boys ready to work, but there's no empowerment, no money, no training. They need training.
Every year, there's 11 million more young Africans who are unemployed. So they finish secondary school and just don't have any path to increased economic opportunities.
If you drill down at education, you see that we know we have big challenges. I mean, we have to revamp the way we do things. It has to be a revolution, really, because the numbers are very worrying.
It's very easy to go to school and learn how to do math, how to speak English, but how do I learn or teach someone how to be personable? How do I teach someone customer service? How do I teach, even something as basic as hygiene?
Generation Enterprise is tackling the skills gap that traps young workers in dead-end, low-wage work. It does so by running companies like Zest. Zest is a professional cleaning and repair concierge company run entirely by formerly low-skilled, low-income youth. It's also a social mobility enterprise that weaves skills education into daily work and gives youth a work-study pathway out of poverty and into leadership.
Zest is proving the theory of the success of the SME, and SME is social mobility enterprise. What we've done is taking a small cleaning business called Zest.
Zest is a social enterprise that does a couple of things. One is it gives young people who would otherwise not have the opportunity to work in the formal sector that opportunity, but doesn't stop there. Zest also supports the young people as they grow their career within Zest, and then if they choose to leave or when they choose to leave, either to become entrepreneurs or to work somewhere else, they have the tools that they need to be successful then as well.
We take a trainee who is most likely someone with just SSC, who hasn't been to university, and we start to teach them these skills little by little. So we add one more important skill on top of the other, and within 6 months we can take a trainee to someone who becomes a franchise manager and can run a small business on their own.
At first, when I joined this, I was a cleaner. So what that means is I always go out to do jobs. But at present, I run the academy, which means I train people just like we have been trained as well. So I don't only clean, I run the academy. I help youths realize that they can actually achieve their dreams just by coming to Zest Academy. I never really wanted to come to Zest to work because of the cleaning company, and I'm like, I can't work as a cleaner. But then when I spoke to the managing director, he then told me about Zest, that Zest is not just a job, but it's a way to change your life. So it was clear. He kept insisting about their clear path, how they can help me get into school, how I can come in and learn how to speak to customers, how to manage my own company. I found that really interesting, and I said, okay, I want to give it a trial.
As a social mobility enterprise, Zest provides a clear path up and out of poverty. From their first day on the job, youth understand the path from trainee to apprentice to team lead and eventually to manager and franchise owner. They understand the skills and behaviors they must master in order to automatically unlock the next promotion. It's up to them how far and how fast they want to move up this path.
What the Zest Academy has done is provided these young people that had no opportunity to be in the workplace, that most organizations will not give opportunities to actually say, I have the experience. I know how to use Excel. I know what it is like to lead. I know what it means to manage conflict, because I have done it.
Not just training them to develop a skill, but identifying that skill and matching it with the will that they have inside of them, okay? And then making sure that they begin to earn as they learn, and they can also share. So they become managers based on performance, of course. They become managers, and then they become business owners. They have the opportunity to buy equity into the business that they trained under.
We track the performance using SkillNav. What that means is we have a set of skills that each Zester, we call them Zesters, that each Zester must acquire to move up the ladder. So there's a clear career path that says once you learn how to do inventory, you can move on to this step to handle customer care. Once you learn customer care, you can move on to scheduling. After scheduling, you understand budgets, you understand reporting, you understand a number of things that you can even apply as a banker.
Zest is not just a place to work, they help someone to achieve what you want to achieve.
I came into Zest at first to earn a living, but on getting to Zest, I see that as Zest is more than earning a living as Zest.
Zest has been a very wonderful experience right from the training days. I used to be a very shy person, but during the training, I can actually stay in front of the crowd and talk. I'm not that kind of person. I'm always very shy. Even when I know stuff, I always don't talk. But now I'm very confident. I can talk. I can say whatever it is I have in my mind. So it has really boosted my self-confidence.
For my training is how to operate machine. I don't know how to do that before. And then I don't know how to coordinate people, at least to make people, to control people like the way I'm doing supervisor. It's not be easy. I don't know how to do that, but they train me how to do it.
I really like Okwemi. Okwemi is a very nice person. And whenever I want to talk to someone, he approaches in a good manner. He doesn't, even though if he wants to be like, oh guy, please help me do this, he doesn't shout, just please, can you just please help me do this? There are some people that do form purpose, that I'm a boss, that I have to command you anyhow. Okwemi doesn't do that.
So growing up in Maroko wasn't that easy because of the things in Maroko. Now the area is, even the community has changed a lot. Back then it wasn't that fine. And growing up here, you go through hell. Even to go to school then was serious. You have to struggle for yourself, all man for himself. Currently I work with Zest Academy and as the assistant academy manager. At Zest, I've learned a lot of things at Zest. And also, a whole lot has changed about me. Before Zest, there are so many things to which I don't tolerate. But ever since I joined Zest, I tolerate things, I tolerate people.
Skilling up young workers has not only transformed the life chances of so-called street youth, but it has been the key to scaling up Zest's business operations. Before Generation Enterprise converted Zest into a social mobility enterprise, Zest was a micro-enterprise generating occasional income for 6 formerly homeless youth. Costly customer service issues plagued the business, and the Generation Enterprise team spent most of the first year fighting fires and micromanaging workers. Today, Zest is a profitable growing company run entirely by 30 homegrown senior associates and managers, generating income for over 300 apprentices and associates. It serves top individuals and corporate clients, including many of Lagos's leading technology firms and consumer brands. It is known for its high standards and professional customer service. 100% of its monthly contracts were renewed in 2018.
So Paga is a high standard company which need a very good cleaning company, and we believe that Zest, they're the best, and we hire Zest, and actually they give us beyond expectation.
One of the key things in any facility is the cleanliness of the place, okay? And we've tried several options in the past. We've trained people in-house to do our cleaning for us, but we've always felt we've never reached the mark that we really wanted. And at the time, we now met Zest concierges, and we decided to give them a try. And you know, from then it's just been upward and forward.
Zesters, they're very great people, you know, always happy, working with smiles on their face, you know, giving you beyond expectation, keeping your office well kept and all that. So they're awesome.
They already have the training of what we want. So it was very easy for us to have that, you know, like a merger, to marry our both wants together. So it's been very good. You know, what I like particularly is that we don't really need to, you know, point out to them, this is what we want to do, this is what we want to do. They already have the training as what to do. So they just look out for opportunities to execute such.
Zest has successfully demonstrated that a business can grow and develop while it grows and develops its workers. In fact, the skills-building worker development model may be the only way a business can sustainably grow given Africa's low-skilled workforce. Through the work-study path at Zest, Zestars have developed in-demand management skills and have earned real responsibility in running a profitable business. They are exactly the kind of high-skilled, high-integrity managers that Africa desperately needs. They will never again have to return to the streets or take dead-end work. They have gone from hustling for $1 per day to earning more than the average Nigerian university graduate. With their new skills, their productivity has skyrocketed, and so has their market value. Business owners, governments, and foundations have taken note of these results.
The Social Mobility Enterprise Initiative is a very laudable one. I think it just speaks to how you can look at the entire value chain and provide solutions that can help develop the youth in the country.
And they get to earn while they're learning, which is very important. For many people, they can't afford to learn with the opportunity cost of not earning. Some of them are supporting their families. We have a high dependency ratio in Nigeria. So I think Zest affords a very unique opportunity where you're not only just learning, you're also earning. So you're able to actually focus on what you're doing and not be extremely distracted by the situation at home where you're not able to feed or help out with your family's situation.
Nobody's willing to give you the chance to actually come without any skills but what you have learned in school or in these training programs to see how you can implement it, right? So what I've seen with the Gen Enterprise program, which is the Zest Academy, is that opportunity to merge the two, where these young people are learning the skills and are implementing it right there in the workplace.
OOA Foundation partnered with Gen because I see them as a dynamic solution to our unemployment issues in Nigeria and even Africa as a whole.
Generation Enterprise has done a great job. We've partnered with them for the past 6 months to be able to do training for about 93 young people who have, through their graduation ceremonies, we've met a number of them, and they're so excited at the opportunity. And you can see that they see hope for themselves and their families and their future, and we're very excited about that.
The social mobility enterprise concept is one that works. We've tried it at Zest with over 285 young people, and the results are tremendous. We believe that if we're to solve the problem of unemployment, the problem of poverty in Nigeria and other countries across the world, we really have to develop our people, to develop our economy. What it means is every organization should just get up and train the people who are low skilled and low income in your organization. Give them the opportunity, give them more responsibilities so that they can grow in a defined career path in your company to escape poverty. We've gone to Ghana, we've gone to Nairobi, we're testing the SME concept in Malawi, we have pitched in Denmark, and it is gaining traction gradually. We hope that within a couple of years, the social mobility enterprise concept will become a household name.
I love my job at Zest. because it has given me the opportunity to be part of positive change in the lives of youths in our society.